You're not stuck because you lack potential. You're stuck because you keep waiting for the perfect time to act. You keep searching for shortcuts, hacks, or bursts of motivation that never last. The truth is simple, but uncomfortable. Everything you want, everything you dream of, everything you imagine living one day, lives on the other side of discipline. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is not flashy, it doesn't trend, and it won't give you a dopamine hit like scrolling social media. But it's the only path that works every single time. Ask anyone who has achieved real success. Not overnight fame, not lucky breaks, but real, sustained achievement. They didn't get there by chance. They got there because they built habits that made success inevitable. And the foundation of those habits is always discipline. You see, discipline is not about being perfect. It's not about being rigid. It's about being committed. Committed to doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it, especially when you don't feel like doing it. Because that's the test. When motivation is gone and no one is watching. When the initial excitement fades and all that's left is the decision to either push forward or give in. That's when discipline separates the dreamers from the doers. Everyone says they want change. Few are willing to pay the price. And the price isn't pain, it's consistency. The daily grind of showing up, of trying again, of repeating the basics until they become your baseline. Discipline is choosing the workout when the bed is warm. It's choosing the book when the screen is calling. It's choosing the meal that fuels you over the snack that numbs you. These decisions don't feel big in the moment, but over time, they shape the trajectory of your life. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need to be extraordinary to develop discipline. You don't need to have perfect genetics, a crazy backstory, or elite connections. All you need is a decision, a real one. A decision that says, I will no longer let comfort dictate my future. Every time you act with discipline, you take power back from your old self. You silence the part of you that wants to stay small, stay safe, stay hidden. And you give voice to the part of you that's ready to lead, ready to grow, ready to rise. Most people never see what they're capable of because they never stay with anything long enough. They start with fire and fade out in frustration. Not because it was too hard, but because they were too used, too easy. Discipline isn't about grinding yourself into exhaustion. It's about building systems that protect your energy and direct your focus. It's about making the hard things simpler by doing them more often. And the more you do them, the less resistance you feel. The task doesn't get easier. You just get stronger. Discipline rewires your brain. It teaches you to delay gratification, to trust the process, to act from commitment rather than emotion. And when you begin to live that way, you become unstoppable. Because most people are waiting to feel ready. But you're training yourself to act regardless. That's a superpower in a world of distractions. Everyone is trying to escape discomfort. But discomfort is the doorway to growth. Every time you push through it, your capacity expands. You earn trust with yourself. You prove that you can handle more. And that confidence bleeds into everything else. Want better health? Discipline. Want financial freedom? Discipline. Want deeper relationships, stronger mindset, greater results? Every path runs through discipline. But understand this too. Discipline is not a destination. It's a practice. You won't always get it right. There will be days you fall short. That's okay. What matters is that you keep showing up. That you don't let one off day become an off week or an off life. Winners fall too. But they rise faster because they don't base their identity on perfection. They base it on persistence. And that's where freedom lives. In the ability to choose your standards over your moods. To choose your future over your feelings. So how do you build discipline when you've never been consistent before? Start small. Start ridiculously small. Show up 5 minutes early. Do 10 push-ups. Read 1 page. Set a timer and focus for 10 minutes. Win the first hour of your day, then stack another win, and another. Momentum builds confidence, and confidence builds momentum. You don't need to fix everything in one day. You just need to prove to yourself that you can follow through on one thing today, then repeat that tomorrow. That's how change happens. Not in leaps, in layers. And here's the truth no one tells you. Discipline feels like a burden at first, but over time, it becomes your freedom. Because once you build discipline, you no longer need to rely on motivation. You don't wake up wondering how to start. You already know. You just do. Discipline gives you peace. It gives you clarity. It gives you power. Because when the rest of the world is chasing distractions, you're chasing greatness, and not in theory. In action, in habit, in routine. The life you want is not found in some distant fantasy. It's built in the mundane. In the early wake-ups, the focused work blocks, the tough conversations, the disciplined choices repeated over and over until your life begins to reflect your effort. Discipline transforms your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who tries and start seeing yourself as someone who does. That's when everything changes. That's when you become the kind of person your goals require. You won't always feel it. You won't always like it, but you'll always be grateful you did it. Because on the other side of discipline is pride, is growth, is peace, is strength. So, if you're waiting for permission, stop. If you're hoping to be rescued, stop. If you're wondering if you're worthy of more, the answer is yes. But you have to claim it through action, through habit, through relentless discipline. Because at the end of the day, your life is not shaped by what you want. It's shaped by what you're willing to do consistently. And everything you want is already out there. But it's not coming to you through wishful thinking or empty promises. It's waiting on the other side of discipline. So go get it.